What's going on, my gamers out there? GODMAN93 here, and welcome to reacting to GODMAN'S Part 1. But we got a bit of a twist this time. Instead of reacting to the actual thing, we're reacting to my reaction. So basically, it's a reacting to a react, if you basically can understand that. So now, as you can see, I'm going to be placing my camera on the left side of the screen rather than the right side, because the right side is where the main one is going to be. If you can kind of get what I'm saying, you know. But yeah, let's get started. Cameras out there, GODMAN93 here, and welcome back to GODMAN'S Part 1. Are you wondering why? Well, I missed some stuff and whatnot that I really did not even notice. Now, of course, though, I did forget to turn on my headset at the beginning, like before I started this video, so there was a late intro and whatnot. I do apologize for that. Now, also, though, my original idea though was to have Goblin.exe here, though, but unfortunately, though, he's feeling ill at the moment. So, for right now, though, until he gets better, though, he won't be able to be in any videos or anything like that for a bit. Until he gets better, which I don't know how long it's going to be. It all depends. Hopefully, he can get better after, like, all these reactions, though, and whatnot, though. That's going to be happening, though. Now, if you see, like, now, obviously, though, like, now, I do want to give a heads up, though, before I continue this, though, this was recorded back in October 2025. This was recorded back in October 2025. So there has been some changes from then to now, but I'm not going to say what those changes are due to private reasons. So yeah, let's continue. What if Goblin caused the infection?
I can't believe it. That is kind of crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Now I know what he means by avoiding demons.
Yeah, the fact that they had a girl impression, that was crazy
I don't
here.
know what to do.
Is that a tear right there?
If only there was a way to fight back against this demon.
I mean, there is.
Wait. But he said he was gonna. He just was. If he just was there, I have to open a box only for me. He did say he left it at his house just in case, so I'll go check.
Sorry about that. My brother was talking to me about something important. Yeah, I actually had to finish that, though, to be honest.
Oh God, Jack win!
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
very
believe
hard
you
to read these
actually
and whatnot.
eating
Those just
him.
go by so
Her
fast.
own boyfriend? What? That took forever. Time to go in.
Inside. There's something in my right eye, but I can't tell.
There's the box he was talking about.
Let me just close that a little bit. Now, obviously, though, it's kind of hard for me to read this letter, though, but I can do my best, though. It says, Dear Daisy, if you see this, I'm possessed. I left you this box to show you how brave you can be and how you can go against your fears like me. I will try my best to resist the demon's control. Love, Godman. That's actually what the letter said, though. Now, I actually had to zoom in a bit closer, though, like in the camera, though, just to get a better look at it, though, because it looks blurry from where I currently am.
He wants me to be brave?
Oh, man. And there's already 5 parts already, though.
Let me see what's in here.
No, I don't know exactly how many, like,
It's
exact
just
amount
a
of parts
hoodie?
there's going to be throughout this thing. I don't know the exact number, though. But if I had to take a guess,
Or
it would be, like,
maybe
between,
he's
like,
saying...
I think
Hold
50. Hold on. Even though I wasn't actually reading this stuff, though, anymore, though, I'm reading it now.
Or maybe he's saying I should start learning to fight back instead of being scared.
I'm not sure. But, obviously, though, if there is 15,
He's right, I shouldn't be scared.
There will be a playlist of all this stuff.
I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna make him proud of
Now
me.
that's what I'm talking about, Daisy.
I'm gonna put this on, no matter what.
One changing scene later. I didn't have to say it because I said it already. Now this is the cool part though. When she slowly opens her eyes, I like that. That's actually a great feature. And I was not wrong. That is a good feature.
I'm gonna save you, Dad.
It gets me every time when I see the dad part and whatnot. It gets me every time. And there's specific reasons about that though, but obviously though, it's it's actually much more complicated to explain though, which is why I'm not going to say the why though, because it's so complicated to explain. Now, let's go check out the characters and whatnot, shall we? Now, there is actually stuff though that I did not even notice in the background though, actually. Like the glitched out clouds, like up here, that we have one with the naked eyeball in it. Yeah, man. Ready, papa. That's some good beats. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. I'm not wrong. Sorry about that. I had a bit of a stiff neck. Oh, that is some drums. Not bad. Mm-hmm. Not bad indeed. Wait, did I just see a cloud with two eyes? Oh, so Nutcracker actually did. Like right up here, there's a cloud with two eyes. Now these eyes, though, are actually Gammon.exe's eyes in Gammon's Realm Part 1. And we have, oh damn. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I was also recommended by the creator of this to actually watch through all the animations and whatnot, though, one at a time, though. But obviously, though, I will make some cool beats after and whatnot. And I actually did. So I stopped there, is it right? Oh, yeah. Sounds like maracas. I'm not gonna lie, this actually sounds like maracas. It definitely does. And also, I'm actually reacting to my own face, too, though. Then we have, yeah. Oh, God. It's actually been a few months since I've first seen this though, so oh wait, whoops. I don't think there's any more animations with this one. Mm-hmm. Good that I made sure I did that though. So that is okay, so it is all the animations. Why does this one look like a jack-o'-lantern face? I'm not gonna lie. At the time though, I did not know what the character's name was though at the time though, but this is Baggy right here. That's got some good beats, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely does. Here you use this avatar. Definitely sounds retro to me, like from a video game. Now, also though, as you can see down here though, I did talk for quite a lot of it though, towards the end as well though. I did want to mention about that right now though, before we get all the way like down to here though, as well though. Like, I did, like, a lot of talking, though, from, like, when did okay, so, like, okay, so, hold on. Okay, so from, okay, so from, okay, so from what it looks like at 21:36 in the video is when I started doing, like, a lot of the talking, though, and stuff, though. We're not gonna worry about that part, though. Unless if I feel like doing that part, though, which I'm not sure if I want to do that at the moment, though. But after, like, the beats, though, is when I should be able to have my final decision. If I wanna, well, I think I actually should, though, to be honest, though. Because it does, like, mention, like, a video, like, another channel, though, and a possible third channel, though, as well, though. It does mention that, so, yeah. I think I
Video
should
game.
react to it, though. Yeah. We have Rex. These are a little loud as well, though. I forgot how loud they are. Now, to make sure I don't get distracted, though, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. Why does that remind me from, like, one of the Top Gun movies or something? Why does that remind me of that from, like, one of the scenes and whatnot? I think it was Top Gun Maverick specifically. Why does it remind me of one of those scenes from that movie? I'm actually not wrong, though. Oh, God. I think I might have pulled a muscle or something, like, right here a little bit, but that's fine. Like I say, no pain, no gain. That's my motto right there. Oh, jeez. The eyes. Looks like that's been spring locked. I'm actually not wrong, though. Okay, this one right here, which is reminds me of William Afton again, spring locked. I mean, take a look at it. Take a look at the sign. Now, even though Springtrap is supposed to represent Spring Bonnie, which is a rabbit, Boom is actually a dog, not a rabbit, a dog. Says by the creator of Boom, which to be honest, I actually forget who was the creator of Boom. To be honest, I did forget about that actually. But Boom is actually supposed to be like one of those like big floppy-eared dogs. I forget the breed of that dog though, but it's one of those like dogs with the giant floppy ears. So it's that type of dog. That's what it's supposed to represent though. Not like one of those floppy-eared rabbits. Even though what I thought though was the head was the rabbit and the ears were like a dog. That's what I thought. Or maybe like the body was like the rabbit and like the head and the ears were the dog. That's what I was originally thinking. It literally looks like it's been spring locked. I'm not gonna lie, it really does. Look, it's been spring locked. Why does this look like? I'm not gonna lie though, but this picture right here reminds me of a video. Reminds me of a mobile app. I think it was Brawl Stars. I think. That is true. This is Celeste. This is giving me. This is giving me like thoughts of like a credit scene of a game, like a video game. Okay, okay, I don't know why I keep pausing so much though, even though I probably shouldn't be though. But if you look closely at the like the black clouds though up here though, like in the background, if you see ones like with this symbol though, it's supposed to represent the characters down below here, like the infected ones. Like, when I think of something like that though, I think of something like down the line of Call of Duty. Actually, I actually thought wrong on this actually. I thought it was Call of Duty, which technically I wasn't really wrong though at the time. But if you pay close attention though, it sounds something from like one of the endings in Pizzeria Simulator actually. Which also reminds me, I do have to mention something though, but I'm going to do it like at some other point though. I'm not going to do it right now though. better stop playing now, or else I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna lie though, that literally reminds me of something from like military. I'm not. I'm not
It
kidding.
actually did at the
It
time.
reminds me of military. And every time I see like military reunions, it always makes me heartwarmed and I start to cry. I'm not kidding.
That is the truth. That actually is the truth.
That is the truth.
And if I'm remembering correctly, this one is the one that I always have a hard time pronouncing if I'm remembering correctly.
But I don't quite remember. I think this one's actually Ayesha, I think, or Aisha.
I think it's pronounced Ayesha, I think.
I have to talk to the creator again, though, just to get the clarification, though, because my brain is also fried. But he's unavailable at the moment, though. Here's Blossom. Then we have Vix. Now, I did actually finally figure out where this actually came from. I think this has something to do with marching bands for football. But that's where I'm picking it off of from, though, because one time I was at a football game for my high school. I don't remember if it was like home or away, but one of the team's marching bands, I don't remember which one it was because it was like a while ago when I last heard this. Even now, this was a marching band stand chart. I don't remember which school I was going against or which school played it. I don't remember which one it was. So I finally figured out where it was from, but I don't remember which one played it. That's the problem. But I think it's also good, though, because it's also private information as well, though, to be honest. So, yeah. I guess that makes sense, too.
Oh, why do I recognize that?
I finally figured it out.
Hold on, I gotta listen to that again. I recognize it from somewhere. Hold on, I gotta recognize it. Hold on.
Or I'm thinking the NFL, maybe. I don't know.
I've heard that song before. I just don't remember the name of it.
Now I'm
Darn it.
kind of thinking it's more NFL related.
I'll make that call
Whoa.
will all die by fire. Oh, can you get not escape this game? Us all will be sold in blood.
Wait, there's two characters there.
Wait, how did I not notice that before? There's two characters. It's Jacqueline and Yusuf. It's these two, right? It's Jacqueline and Yusuf, though. I just realized that. How did I not notice that before? It's Jacqueline and Yusuf right here.
Interesting.
I mean, this one actually makes the most sense because it's Halloween month. Literally, it's October.
At the
Got me
time at the times of these
What the
report,
heck happened to 2025? That made us already in October. That's
Yeah.
my question.
yeah, that's what I was wondering too at the time of this recording. Here's a button. And I just noticed though that there's blood right in here too, though.
Then here comes the final two. We got Daisy.
This is basically the way of taking a trip down memory lane as well, though, throughout my channel. Definitely takes after her father figure, which is this dude right here. No comment. Now, before I release him, yo, GODMAN.exe,
What is it?
I know we have to redo all this stuff and whatnot, though, like parts 1, 2, and 3. And yes, I had
and
to redo
whatnot,
them,
and
though. No, you probably don't want to have to deal with that, though, but we kind of have to go through it again, though.
yeah, it's fine. I'm kind of used to that stuff anyway.
Anyways, you're up next.
Oh, really? Let me take a peek.
I sound like
Oh,
Why do I sound like Batman a little bit?
yeah.
Oh, the red eyes, too.
Are you red-eyed? No way. I like that feature.
Now, I did actually get a comment on one of my videos. I don't remember if it was on this channel or my second channel. That I got a comment saying Springtrap. I don't know how true that is, but I want to double check something real quick though. Okay, good. My headset's still on. For a moment, I thought my headset died, but it's just raining in my left ear that I'm hearing. But I'm not gonna lie though, I actually sound like Batman rather more than Springtrap a little bit though in this episode. Well, yet again though, it is back in 2025 in October, so I guess that makes sense. Whoops. There we go.
I mean, well, I don't really get a lot of attention though, whatnot, including for my second channel and whatnot, which is the GOM 93 EXE Plays FNAF.
That's the channel I'm talking about.
Like,
I did post it. Now I did post that in my community though, as a community
I only
post.
have like 2 subscribers on that channel and whatnot.
But now I got more though.
And I'm already on night 6 on Plants of Freddy's 1.
I'm already on custom
I'm
night.
surprised that's not getting a whole lot of views and whatnot.
Which does
I'm
remind me, though, I
actually
gotta double
surprised.
check on that actually. I'll do that in a bit though.
I think it's actually the voice or something. I don't know.
I
really
actually don't know what's
If it's
causing
like the
that.
voice or the type of gameplay or like the lack of videos. I don't know.
Now, here's the thing though. Something that was also been brought to my attention is the voicing for Gamen.exe. Let me tell you guys how I actually created that voice real quick. Even though it's inspiration, though, to give the name of the type of voice, when I first created it, back when I was 9 years old, it was actually me growling and talking at the same time. That is how Gamen.exe's voice was created, by growling and talking at the same time at 9 years old, which I did mention in this video, I think.
So hopefully I can get some more videos posted and whatnot because I'm really starting to slack.
Oh, that does remind me. I need you
Probably
to
because of the
do
voice
that
or something, causing the throat to be irritated and whatnot.
Which is true.
So hopefully at some point I can get more videos done and whatnot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it made me wondering, who is actually Gamen93.exe?
Or Gamen.exe.
I am the evil side of Gamen93. I took inspiration from other YouTubers who done a thing called...
Let me explain a little bit about that, though. The group I'm talking about, though, still records from time to time, though, but no longer. But I don't think it's like a big group anymore, though. They all separated for like unknown reasons. Like literally, I don't even know the reasons myself, though. To be honest, like I really don't know what made them split up. But the group was called the Little Club. I took inspiration from that, though, to give the name .exe. It's just because from time to time, though, I will go back and watch their videos, though. Because those videos are comedy. Like, not only do they bring entertainment, but they bring me joy. Giving the reason why I took inspiration from that to make Godman 93 or Godman93.exe or Godman.exe. It doesn't matter if you include the 93 or not, though. Just the main part, though, needs to be in as Godman, though. Which is what I've been called, though, as well, though. Throughout my channel, though. Because that is one major rule, though. I do have. In order to be on my channel, you have to call me Godman. That is one big rule I have on my channel. One big rule. And the reason why, though, is because I don't really want to share my first name, though, out on my channel. That's why. I don't want my. That's why everyone calls me Godman on my YouTube channel.
.exe, which is an evil version of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the reason where I kind of came to be. Back from like a while ago. I think like back in 2017, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 2016.
Even though I've done the voice since I was 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot.
So I did
It's
mention
been
this
adapted
video.
over time, and it kind of was more of a feature when I turned like 18 and whatnot, or 17, one of those two. I don't quite remember.
Because I did start YouTube when I was
Unfortunately,
16.
like Evil Governor 3 did have to be discontinued and whatnot, unfortunately, because of the voice. But
That is true.
Governor 3 EXE plays FNAF though will never come to an end, no matter what.
Now I did make a
Now,
list though.
also another thing though, when it comes to
Now I did make a list. Now for that channel, I did make a list. I will need to post it on the community post though, unless if I did already though. But I'm not 100% sure though if I did or didn't yet. But for that channel though, Government 3 EXE plays FNAF, I need to create a list though of FNAF games that I will not play due to how complex they are. Now, there's actually one thing though that I also realized though is VR. When like Help Wanted, for example, I can record videos on it though, but in order for me to have it active though on Gom93 EXE Plays FNAF channel, it's not going to be done with live streams though. I want to see how well I can do it with the videos, but I need to add that account to the to the VR PlayStation though when I go to play Help Wanted. But there is one downside though to that. It can only be done on certain days. And the reason why certain days and certain times, basically. I will get into more depth about that when I get closer and closer to that point.
the FNAF games, there will be some FNAF fan games I play.
It was
just
just
not
true.
every FNAF fan game.
Yeah, like
here's an example of what I will play. The Joy of Creation.
That one I will
definitely play that game. Even though it's technically not like an actual
even though it no longer
game though, like it's not part of the timeline. That's because the Joy of Creation have the Wizards in it. The Wizards got turned into the originals from between 1987 and 1993.
That is actually part of the lore.
Yes, I do know the lore as well.
That is part of the lore.
Me and Gom93 share the same body.
That is true.
You know?
That is true.
Yeah. Anyways, I think Gom93 should take back over now. Because I was kind of in the middle of something. So I'll see you guys later.
Alright, see you Gom93.exe. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm behind the voice of Gom93.exe.
That is true indeed.
We're checking out the gallery though. Where'd you come from? Now, here's the thing though. I tried
up.
out the mod before. To be honest though, I didn't realize this actually contains
How you
spoilers
feeling,
of the mod, to be honest.
How you feeling, Government.exe? Feeling a little better, but
no way.
Still
I played the mod
sore.
first.
Oof.
Before. Well, I want you to get some more rest,
Oh
okay?
I don't
want you. I don't want you to have to like make yourself worse to get better. I want you to get better first, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, probably heard the notification sound effect and whatnot. Let's check out the gallery.
What the hell is that?
What the heck is he?
You don't bite.
What is this? Doesn't though. Whatnot? No. What? I'm not a big. No, I'm not like one of those people that corrects punctuation and whatnot though. So the fact that there's no apostrophe between the N and the T doesn't bother me. That is true. It doesn't bother me. Because I literally do the same thing when I talk on Discord. That's a fact. But what the heck is he holding though?
Team up. Team up.
Now there's something. Wait. Before I continue though, why does this look like something for Roblox doors? A little bit. Why does that look like something from Roblox doors a little bit to me? I don't know. But that's what it looks like to me. Oh my god. Get out of my father's body, you demon. And then the question marks, though, that means that I don't have a line there or whatnot. Well, .exe, Government.exe doesn't, though. You must... Now, if you know... Now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, though, but the year, though, this was during COVID-19 at the time. But it didn't affect me. Yeah. To be honest, though, he actually took something that was real, though, and turned it into a meme. I'm not gonna lie, though, I was actually not expecting that, though, but then I actually didn't realize this, though, until today when I watched this, though, after, like, a while. Though, about, like, the year, though. But the thing is, though, he didn't... Oh, my God.
He didn't even blur it out though. The sign is just busted. No, it says you must wear a face. What are you talking about? Do not have a face. Why can I not be in here? Whether Bonnie, where the heck did you come from? I do not know. But why is there saying I need to have a face when I literally cannot have one because it keeps falling off every time I put it on? Fair point, Whether Bonnie. Fair point. Wear a face. I have rights. Celeste does have rights though because look at his face though. He's turning like zombified. I'm not gonna lie. If these memes actually get posted somewhere like on social media, like Reddit, like for example, like Reddit, if these memes get posted on Reddit, I'm not gonna lie. I hope these will blow up with like great stuff though, because these memes are hilarious. What the heck was that? Just a work truck. Yeah, I just saw a work truck outside though that literally looked like the Google car and whatnot. Like the Google Earth. Yeah, that's actually the car. That's actually the car I thought I saw though at the time. In fact, Gammon.exe, even though I say Gammon93.exe because that's the channel name and whatnot, aka Devilman, which he's currently in the middle of something right now, and I don't want to disturb him until like the next part, because by the time he's done doing something, though, he's gonna be in the next part and whatnot. Is actually growing stronger. It's why you see his eyes turn a little red, a sign of phase 2. Even though I said turn a little red, that's it. Turn red a little. Well, let's create some beats.
Some
Let's see who we
birds.
should add though. I want to see. Well, let's add. We're definitely adding you. Gonna add you next. No, it's not that one. This one. You can literally see me dancing in the outro theme right now, though. A little bit. Whew. That was some great beats, I'm not gonna lie there. Definitely was. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed Government's Realm Part 1. Part 2 will be coming out, like, soon, though. Now, this is where I was originally going to end the episode, though. Originally. But, as you can see, I talked for, like, another, like less than 14 minutes. Even though I haven't recorded it yet. Because what I tend to do, though, is when so there are times where, like, I've recorded stuff, though, and upload it immediately, but then there's also, like, some times where I postpone it and whatnot, though, depending on the situation. That is true. Or, like for example, my face reveal.
What I did, though, is since I didn't fully graduate high school yet at the time, though, I recorded it. I set it for June 1st at noon. Reason why, that is the truth, actually. May is actually the last Tuesday in May, 2024 is when I recorded it. May 2024, like the last Tuesday in May 2024, which I believe is the 28th, if I remember, because the Friday was the 31st. Thursday was the 30th. Yeah, May 28th, 2024 was the day I recorded it. Which was that Tuesday, which is actually the first day of graduation practice for my high school. And the reason why I set it for June 1st was because that's the day after I graduated. And I wanted to kind of set it to like the afternoon, though, just to make it easier for you guys, you know? Is because I was still technically a high schooler at the time. I didn't graduate till that Friday. Now, I could have set it for Friday, though, but I'm like, nah, that's technically graduation day. So, yeah, I didn't really want to post on my graduation day, so I decided to post the day after on the following Saturday, June 1st and whatnot. And I said that's a premiere 2 and whatnot. Now, I did have a bit of a funny intro idea though, whatnot though. It was to use my Freddy plushie, and it actually worked out spontaneously, in my opinion. But and speaking of Freddy, I'm also wearing a Five Nights at Freddy's sweatshirt. That I got
I
from
still
someone.
have that.
I don't remember who gave it to me and whatnot though, but I still love it. Like the fact that it's even got characters from like the book series and whatnot though, like the Twisted Ones. Oh, where is he at? Oh, like right here, for example, we have Twisted Freddy from the Twisted Ones. But yeah. Anyways, I make sure you smack that like button if you do plan on subscribing. Definitely your choice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another Comedy 3 episode. Also, if you wanted to, another time I tried to end. Are you kidding me? Now, what I'm going to plan on doing though is I actually plan on like updating my bio and whatnot though on the channel to where it has technically 3 links, well 4 links if you think about it though, but 2 of them kind of correspond with each other a little bit. Not quite. Let me explain a little bit about that. So I haven't done anything to the bio yet of my channel. I haven't yet because I want to like. Because what I want to do though is I want to like make sure that like what I can do though. Now, when I post stuff though, I don't like really post a whole lot of stuff though on Instagram though. Even though I do have Instagram, I don't really post a whole lot of stuff about it though. But one thing for sure though is this. I do plan on creating a link for a brand new Discord server that I plan on creating at some point. A brand new one. Because I deleted the other one though because no one really joined it. But at the time though, that was like when I had like but at the time that occurred though, I had like less than 400 subscribers. So yeah. At the time, I had less than 400 subscribers. So yeah. That's why I got rid of it though, because no one really joined it. And it didn't really have like a proper link for it though. So yeah. But luckily though, I do plan on creating a brand new one. I just need to do it for my phone or PC. Now, if you're wondering though, why PC? Why did I mention 4 and not 3? Well, because I had a PC one at the time though, but the problem is my PC one, my PC account though on Discord doesn't want to work properly with phone calls, like with calls and stuff though. It doesn't want to work properly, which really annoys me so much that I have to use my phone account on my PC as well to make it easier on myself. Because my phone account though works perfectly fine on my PC, which confuses me, but it is what it is. So yeah. One of them is my Twitch account. It's yes, I am on Twitch as well. So I'll make sure I update my bio at some point to where I can include the Twitch link. and I'll also include both the PC link and Discord link and phone link to my Discord. So you guys can friend me on there if you want to as well. And then the final link would be the link to my other channel as well. Now, I do plan on running a third channel though, but I'm not sure exactly if I want to fully go through it or whatnot though, because it's kind of like GODMAN93.exe play it's kind of like GODMAN93.exe plays FNAF, but instead of being FNAF, it's Minecraft called GODMAN93 underscore 90 GODMAN93 underscore exe plays Minecraft. That's not a channel yet though, whatnot. So I'm surprised I have a subscriber on it, even though I had a subscriber on it.
I have like 2
before I
subscribers
changed
on
it to
it now,
that and whatnot,
I think.
which confused me because I don't have a channel on that account yet. If I ever do create one, if I do, it's gonna basically only be like Bedrock Edition. But yeah, if that does become a channel though, I'll make sure I post a link in it in my bio as well. On this channel. So make sure you guys stay tuned for any new links and whatnot though in the bio or in the community posts and whatnot, or anything in general. I just realized I just did a foreshadow a little bit. I did a foreshadow as a community post in this episode. I think like a few weeks ago, I actually posted my secondary YouTube channel link in a community post. But obviously, though, what I will do though is I will also make sure it's in my bio as well, which I haven't done yet, but I will need to do that with this channel and whatnot. Because, well, I've been searching for jobs and whatnot though, because eventually though I'm gonna need to get a job and whatnot, so I can upgrade some of my equipment and whatnot. Like for example, my PC. What's today's date? As expected, my updates for my PC end today, which means that my PC which means this was recorded October 14th, 2025. That's when this video was recorded. October 14th, 2025. Because my PC did run out of updates October 14th, 2025. We must have one final update that I have to do to it. And that's today. I have to double check with it though and whatnot. I have not been on my PC in a bit. But hopefully, well, I haven't been on my PC since I think Saturday, like this past Saturday. I don't remember. But one thing for sure though is since today's October 14th, my PC actually said that October 14th, 2025, which is today, is the last day for updates on my PC. So for all we know, there could be no more live streams on my PC until I can get an upgrade. That is actually true. Due to my PC's current situation, though, I cannot do any live streams. Unfortunately, that is a permanent thing now. No more live streams on PC until I get a brand new one to Windows 11, because my current software on my PC can't handle Windows 11. And I can't change it out. I have to get a brand new PC, which is going to cost me like $1,700. Not true. I did some research recently. I found one. Windows 11 gaming tower, $600. Not on sale. I don't think. But the fact I found one for like $600 when the one I got was like $700, I can get an upgrade for $100 cheaper than my PC I currently have. Interesting. If you don't know what $1,700 is, it's $1,700. Yeah, just for a brand new PC. If it goes on sale. That's the only way for me to actually get an upgraded PC, unfortunately. So I hope you guys can understand that when you see like live streams and whatnot though on my PC, like from like American Truck Simulator, and you notice that it cuts like so quickly, that's because something is going on with my PC that I just don't know what it is. Like I don't know if it's the HDMI wire or something else, but It's preventing me from doing live streams on my
It's
PC.
actually the
only
internet.
do videos
It's actually the
on my
quality
PC,
of the internet
unfortunately.
that's causing that to actually happen.
For the time being, it's only going to be videos on my PC. No more live streams, unfortunately. It's because I need to figure out like what's causing it or whatnot, though. Because when I check the HDMI wire, like I'm thinking it's the HDMI wire where like when it's hot and stuff though whatnot, it kind of messes it up a little bit. That's what I thought though, but when I tested it one day, it still acted up. And I was so confused because the HDMI wire was not hot at all. It was a little on the warm side though, but it wasn't like hot, like overheating hot. It wasn't like that hot.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it out. It's
So I
because
got a
the
little
internet
confused
quality.
on
Why wouldn't it work like that? So until I can get a brand new PC, live streams on the PC will have to be remained offline. There'll still be videos posted on my PC though, like that I can still do. It's just the live streams though I just can't, unfortunately.
Yeah, at the time I did
So
not
there will be like
realize
more Gmod videos, American Truck Simulator videos, and whatnot. I just need to figure out like why the live streams are not working properly anymore. The only thing I can think of is like the current software for my PC. So I just hope you guys can understand that with my PC issues and whatnot, though, I'm still doing my best with it. I'm working with it and whatnot. So hopefully I can get a brand new PC at some point. But I'm going to need an actual job for that, though, and whatnot, which is why I haven't been recording as much either as well. Because I've been mainly focused on like other things and whatnot, helping out friends with their emotions and whatnot. I'm not gonna specify what exact emotions though, because that's their own stuff though that they don't want me to share, which I'm not going to. If I share something about emotions, that would be about my emotions, because
that is
it's
true.
my channel and whatnot. That is true. It'll be about my emotions. But obviously, though, live stream stuff for my PC have come to an end
Temporarily.
for right now. It's just a temporary end. It's not permanent. When I get a brand new PC at some point, I will continue live streams again. That is true. That is true. Or get an alien wire. I need a 100-foot alien wire because of where my PC is currently located.
Yeah, I tried that already.
So
No luck.
unless if it's like the internet and stuff though, then I could still do the live streams and whatnot. I would just need an alien wire, but which is actually going to be cheaper than getting a brand new PC. So here's my plan though and whatnot. Yeah, alien wire not going to work. There's only one slot though for alien wire in my router. There's only one slot for it, and that slot's already taken from my brother. So unfortunately, I will need to get a Windows 11 PC. Unfortunately, because there was one day I did check the router, and that slot was already full. So yeah, I'm going to need to get a brand new PC. Because I did the research on that though. When I start working and whatnot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase the alien wire and see if that's the problem with the internet. Because if the internet's the problem, then what I can then do is I can do live streams and whatnot, hopefully. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a test stream and whatnot. So on American Truck Simulator. And if that works though, then that means it was the internet and not the actual PC itself. But I'm still going to need to upgrade it and whatnot though, because I eventually do plan on getting like Java Edition at some point, which I can only get on PC. The problem is my PC is not compatible with Java Edition, I don't think. Well, according to what my friend Lamar said, since he was also running Windows 10,
at the time he was.
he uses Java Edition though, but it's laggy for him. But now depending on what mods he uses. Yeah, but now I think he's using Windows 11, I think. I'm not sure. So that's why I'm saying I'm not going to get Java Edition until I get a better PC. But that is a plan, though, and whatnot. Now, what I also plan on doing, though, is I also plan on getting, like, Bedrock Edition as well. So that got me wondering, is there a bundle I could purchase? And the answer is yes. There is a bundle for both Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. Now, even though I already have a Microsoft account though and whatnot, I'm gonna actually create a second one and whatnot. So what I could do is actually, the main Microsoft account I have though was actually discontinued. The reason why is because when I had to do a factory reset on my PlayStation, it got rid of that account, and ever since I got rid of the email for it, which I think I know what it was, the email I used, since I deleted that email, it got rid of that account too. Jeez. I think one of my cats is fighting with my other cats or something. I don't know. Like this. Let's see. Because when I create the second account though, whatnot though, because the current account I have it on though, because unfortunately, on April 8th, 2026, PlayStation Plus for PlayStation 4 will be discontinued. That is true. And yes, there's an exact date. It's April 8th, 2026. So all PlayStation 4 users who are out there, be prepared on April 8th, 2026. Because PlayStation Plus will be discontinued on April 8th, 2026. Now, I'm a PlayStation 4 user myself, so that means that multiplayer videos, though, such as like on Minecraft, though, and whatnot, will have to wait until I get a PS5. Yeah, as of April 8th, 2026. I do eventually. So hopefully, what I can do though is I can start working by a certain time and whatnot to make sure that I can actually save up enough money to get myself a PS5 and whatnot. Because even though I did tell myself I'm not going to get a PS5, but when I heard the news about PlayStation 4 losing PlayStation Plus accessibility, but not multiplayer ability, though, which confused me. But obviously, though, since you need PlayStation Plus to play multiplayer Minecraft, not like local Minecraft, but online Minecraft, that's going to have to come to an end until I get a PS5. Whatnot, which is a plan and whatnot. But hopefully, what I can do though is I can eventually upgrade to a PS5 at some point, because I really need to get a PS5. Now, I do have an external hard drive and whatnot, so I don't know how that will work exactly with the PS5, because I think it's made for PS4 only, but I'm not 100% sure. I actually did talk to my brother about that. I'll need to do some digging on that when I get a PS5, because I actually did this stuff with that already though with my brother. It turns out it'll actually fry the external hard drive when I get the PS5 if I put it directly in the PS5. So basically, what I'm going to need to do though is going to need to figure out a way to get a brand new hard drive for my PS5, so I can stick all my games on the hard drive, on the brand new hard drive. But I'm going to keep this hard drive that I currently have though until like permanently though as well though. So in case I still want to play on my PlayStation 4 for worlds that I still have, though, as well. Even though I'm going to transfer technically 3 of the accounts to my PS5, which would be my main account and 2 of my other accounts that I have to the PS5 to make sure I can use access to PlayStation Plus still. But yeah. Now, I'm going to keep my PS4, though, since I've had that since the Christmas of 2017. That is true. So I'm still going to hold on to my PS4, though there may be some videos and whatnot you see on it, though, and whatnot. Like, for example, Godzilla and whatnot, though, but that would also all depend on, like, me possibly transferring it over to my PS5 as well. Because since it's on the hard drive and whatnot, though, it's gonna make it easier though and whatnot though to like with the games and whatnot. No, just make it easy though. Now if you hear like voices in the background, just ignore that. My mom's watching something on her phone with a high volume and whatnot. Which I'm a little confused why. Yeah, that is true. But it is what it is. But yeah, just hope you guys can understand my current situation and whatnot though with my PC and wondering why there hasn't been much live streams on my PC lately. That is true. And whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys can like understand that and whatnot, and also understand why I haven't been uploading as much either. I'll go more into depth about like that and whatnot though at a separate time, though mainly on like Minecraft and whatnot. So I hope you guys can like understand that and whatnot. That there will be a Minecraft video posted about like explaining why my videos are so like more in depth of why videos are less though. Besides the vague thing I'm saying right now. So also stay tuned for that. I'm gonna see if I could try to set up as a premiere. I don't know how well it's gonna work though, since it's on PlayStation, and I need to use either my PC or my Chromebook to actually make sure that I can set it up as a premiere, though, because I know there's a way to do it though, but I need to schedule it though to make it as a premiere, which confuses me a lot. But yeah. So make sure you guys smack that like button if you do plan on subscribing. Definitely your choice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another Gamer 3 episode. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. And, yeah. This is the reaction of reacting to GODMAN'S Part 1. I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I want you guys to make sure you smack that like button if you do plan on subscribing. Definitely your choice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another GODMAN 93 episode. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.